What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. So we're actually out at Bicton Arena for a 2-day competition. Bo is already settled in his stable and I'm just getting ready for my first test, which is Elementary 5. It's been a little while since I've ridden that one, so I'm just learning the test and I better go down, tack up and start warming up. Bo travelled again really well in the box. Which is, yeah, it's great, and I'm finding it very easy to drive, which is nice. And yeah, we've done a few more sort of bits and pieces. We've got our rosettes up from Chard, and I have now got a slightly thinner mattress because last time I was far too close to the roof and I kept hitting the ceiling. So yeah, just a few tweaks we've made. So, right, let's go and warm up for our first test. we've just done our first test, elementary 5, and we had 70.4. I'm actually gobsmacked really. That's probably one of our highest percentages at elementary. So chuffed to bits with that. He was a really good boy. I thought he felt a little bit flat in places, and obviously we're on at the sort of the end of the day. You can just see that the surface, there's been a lot of horses on it today, so he just lacked a little bit of sort of bounce really, but yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with him to get that percentage. Obviously, what do I know, the judge was obviously happy with what we were doing, so that's really good. So we've just got one more test to do today, and then we're going to sort of evaluate what we do tomorrow, because obviously we're doing this competition very close to our previous one. So I very much want to make sure that his recovery and his well-being is the priority. But he's feeling really good. So we'll see how it goes. It's quite hot and muggy here. The flies haven't been bothering us too badly, which is quite good, but I'm hoping we've got him sprayed up with fly spray, and that's keeping him nice and comfortable. He's just having a bit of a chill. He's had a bit of recovery mash, or I don't think they call it recovery mash. I think it's high fibre mash from Top Spec, which he thoroughly enjoys. And then we will be warming up for our next test, but I'm just going to do a very short warm up. It's medium 4, which looks exactly like the old pet plan test, so no excuses. I've ridden that one a few times, so I'll read the sheet again and make sure I don't do any silly little errors because of a slight change, but I don't think there is. And we will get back on, get warmed up and go again. Different judge this time, so it'll be interesting to see how we do. But yeah, it's staying dry. Did wonder whether we were going to get wet at one point, but we're so far it is staying dry. Hi guys, so it's the second day. Bo has been fed. We had a fantastic day yesterday. So we finished off our qualifying for elementary silver. Well, I can either go regionals, I've got enough points if my maths is correct, or I can do area festival. I can do either, I can't do both. So that's great. And in the medium test we did yesterday, I think we had about 66%, but I'll put the actual percentage up. I'm useless at remembering percentages, times. Yeah, my maths isn't very good. But I was really pleased with him. He felt, I felt after the first test, I wondered whether doing another test was going to be a bit too much for him. But he came back out a little bit more lively actually, and that sometimes is the case. Second test, I think I do end up riding rather than just being a passenger. But obviously we're just trying to sort of look after him a little bit because he's had quite a busy period after not really doing very much, although I did work on his fitness to enable us to obviously do these two competitions very closely together. So today we have actually withdrawn from the elementary, and Bicton have very kindly swapped us into the second medium. So we're doing medium 5 and medium 6 today. So medium 5 is the pet plan test, so that'll be good to have a run through that. And then medium 6 is the regionals test, which obviously we won't be riding at regionals, at medium anyway. We will elementary. It's all very confusing, and I get very confused myself. I like riding medium 6, even though it is a little bit more technical, and obviously it's the hardest of all the mediums. Yeah, looking forward to that, but we'll see how he goes. If I feel he's had enough after the first test, then we'll withdraw from medium 6. So got a plan, got to sort of stick to it now. But he's had a good night. He's obviously had a lie down. He was actually covered in shavings, and I forgot to put his tail bag on. So I've just spent the last half hour getting the shavings out. He has a lovely thick tail, but yeah, it is a pain when it comes to keeping detangled and all the shavings out of it. It takes some time. But yeah, he seems quite happy. He's been for a walk, or he took me for a walk. So weather's a bit nicer today, a bit brighter I think. We did have some rain overnight and sort of early morning. That seems to have disappeared, and I hope it stays away. We had a good night. Didn't roll out of bed, which is quite handy, but this little device here is brilliant. It does just mean that I can relax a bit more. I think previously I was so worried about rolling out of bed I don't actually get any sleep, but I did feel like I got some sleep. Just got to watch, being that we're not on till 2:15, that I don't sort of just relax too much in the morning and then end up rushing. So we're going to do a little bit of clearing up now, so that's what I'm going to do next. Make sure we're back in the lorries ready for his lordship, and learn the tests, because medium 5 I always struggle to get it ingrained. Medium 6 I don't find so bad, but it is, I've ridden it as, well, it used to be I think medium 75. It's the same test, but I mustn't get too cocky, otherwise I will forget to canter in is the normal thing in that one. But learn medium 5 first. Right, let's go and do that. Right, I'm just about to go and get ready for my first test. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, I must admit. I've found out it's actually the same judge as yesterday, so I'm hoping just to sort of kind of improve on our test yesterday. So she judged our medium 4, I think it was yesterday. I've completely forgotten already. It's all a bit of a blur really. So I'm hoping I can just sort of improve on a few bits from yesterday, but we'll see how we get on. Just gonna go and try and enjoy it. I've keep sort of trying to remind myself that it's supposed to be fun, and that's why we do it. But as always, I am running a little bit behind. I've just put a massive hole in my hairnet, so unfortunately that one has now gone in the bin. So that'll have to go on the shopping list. I've got my jacket, better not go down without that. Already got my hat on, boots are down there, tack's already there. Right, let's go and do this.
eat the bottle. Good. It's a bit warm, isn't it? We'll get it, you go, boy.
I'm not sure if he's drinking now.
So we've done our second test and our final test of the competition. I'm really pleased actually, because I felt he was definitely more up for the second test. It seems to be a test that he quite enjoys doing. He's much keener, and we had another 66% score, so chuffed to bits with that really. So this is one judge, so that's fantastic. We are currently getting sort of packed up to go. Beau's already on the lorry. We've just got to go and clear the stable out. He's enjoying his fan in the lorry. He has just got a little bit upset because he knocked a bucket off, but he seems to have settled down again now. So I'm going to go and finish clearing up the stable, and then we'll be on the road. So yeah, that's another competition in a very short period. Now he'll have a bit of a easier week, and then I think we've got a lesson in a week's time, so looking forward to that, and then sort of preparing for area festivals and regionals, because we've got, hopefully, if my maths is correct, like I say, we've got our qualifying scores, so that's fantastic. Sort of a few weeks ago I did think that we weren't going to be doing any sort of summer qualifiers this year, but yeah, he's a very good boy. But I think he's quite keen to get home now. Yeah, he was just beginning to sort of show that he'd had quite a busy time. Yeah, you want to go home? Yeah, go home and out in the field with his friends. I think that's what he wants to do now. He's been a very good boy and he knows it. But now it's time to go be a horse. So, right. Guys, I will see you next week. Hopefully we'll start doing a bit with Buck now. Sort of all the rushing around with the lorry's done, and that my phone is finally sort of up and running again. So I'm hoping I can get content out a lot more regularly, because it has been very sparse. So I do apologise for that. But we are back out on the road, competing, and obviously bringing on Buck. So yeah, exciting times.
Say thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.